Hi guys, so today we're going to do a little tutorial on using the pen tool in Illustrator. Okay, so what you will need to do first is to download the pen intro AI file out of Brightspace, okay, and then open it, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go to my toolbox on the side and select the pen tool. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to actually draw the shape. So we're going to start by clicking in the middle of number 1, okay? And then simply we're just going to go through. These are all straight lines, so it's pretty easy. We don't need to create curves. So we're just going to click in number 2, bring it down, click in number 3, following this shape. And we're trying to select the center of the numbers, okay? So what we're doing, we'll be just creating a zigzag line. Now when you get back to the beginning, you'll see that it just snaps into place, and there's a little circle that appears next to the pen tool. When that circle appears, that means it's actually connected with the original first point, and so if you click on that, it's actually going to create a shape. Okay, so this shape now could be, at the moment it's transparent, but you could go into the color palette over here and you could choose a color and it'll fill it, okay, with the fill the whole shape with a color. Okay, we just need to keep it clear for now because we just want to practice, and we also want to be able to see through our line, okay, just to be clear on what we're doing. Now you may find that once you've finished you go, oh, it looks a bit dodgy, you know, the line's not really centered, like here number 7, it's not very centered. So I could just select the second little arrow tool, okay, that's your direct selection tool. And I could click into the point in the 7 there that I want to move, and I could just click in it and just drag it down until I'm happy with where it's sitting. Okay, the other ones all look pretty good to me. Oh, number 3 is a bit dodgy, so I'll click on in the center of that point and I'm just going to drag it down a fraction more. Okay, so that is pretty much all you're doing to draw straight lines. Okay, if I wanted to draw a straight line that stays, it's not crooked like that, okay, I want to draw a straight line, I hold the shift and it just automatically makes it straight. Okay, so that's the first thing that you guys need to do. Okay, then once you've done that one, we're going to move on to some wavy lines. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is a little bit different. Okay, we're going to get our pen tool. We're going to start at number 1. Okay, so you're going to go click, and then we're going to go click and drag. Okay, so we want to drag the handle. See how it gives us some handles? We want to drag it so that the line that you're drawing is pretty much in the center of the line that you're tracing. Okay, so then you can let go. Go back to number 3, click and drag. Now you'll find that sometimes if you haven't dragged your handle far enough, the line isn't quite in the center of what you're tracing, but we can go back and fix that later. Okay, so keep going. So we'll go to number 4, we're going to click and drag. Okay, then we'll go to number 5, click and drag. Okay, and just keep sort of moving those handles around until it's sort of in the following the line that you want, and then we're going to go click. You don't really need, I mean you can drag there, but it's pretty much lined up okay. Now what's going to happen? Just go releases the line. So now you might think, okay, a bit dodgy there, so we're going to do the same thing as what we did on the last page. We're going to go to that direct selection tool, and let's just start altering some of the handles. Okay, so if we click in the center of the point, we can just start dragging the handles down. Oh, it's not going to do it for me. Okay, dragging it down a little bit just so it's sort of more where you want it. Okay, this one on number 2 is a little bit sort of short too, so I'm going to drag that up. Okay, number 3, it's just a matter of just fine-tuning as you go. Okay, and I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so now I'm going to do the other side. So back to my pen tool. I'm going to do the reverse of this. Okay, so it's all just about practicing drawing your curvy lines. Okay, over to number 2, click and drag. Okay, number 3, click and drag. Number 4, click and drag. Number 5, click and drag. And number 6, I'm going to drag that, but I'll come back and I'll fix that in the end. So again, hit your command key, you'll get the arrow, and you can click on the white. Okay. Back here to my direct selection tool, I just want to fix this line up here, so I'm going to click on that point and drag that handle down. Again, doesn't want to do it. Okay, just like that. And you can go through and you can fine tune it if you need to. Okay, so now we're going to move on to, really doesn't want to play. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to Artboard 3. Again, if your Artboard window when you first open this isn't open, remember you can always find it underneath Windows, so it'll be there, Artboards. Okay, so let's move on to Artboard 3, and this one again is different. So this is combining straight lines with curves and curves that change direction. Okay, so when we need to do this, it's a different technique again. Okay, so we're going to start. Let's select our pen tool and start at number 1. So I just go click and drag, okay, off to number 2. Click and drag, okay, but this time, you can pretty much put handles there for you to follow. This time we want to change direction, okay. If we did what we did before, we're going to get a curve, okay. We don't want a curve on that, we want a straight point. So we're going to go hit the Option key, go back, click in the middle of that point and drag. Okay, it's just what it's going to do is allow us to change the direction of that point and that handle. Okay, so we've created the handle, now go to number 3. Click and drag like we did. Okay, line that up roughly. Okay, again we need to change it because it's not going to be a curve, now we're going into a straight line. So again we're going to hit Option, go back into the point, right, and it's now allowing us to do a straight line, and because we want to keep it straight, we're going to hold Shift. Okay, make sure it's a nice straight line in the middle of 4. We'll click. Again, we want to change direction. Okay, because now we're doing straight lines, it's only going to give us a straight line if we clicked again. Okay, another point. So we want to have a curved line now. We want handles again. Hold Option. Okay, back to that point. Click and drag. Okay. It now knows it's going to be a curve, and you can go up to number 5, click, okay, drag, okay, and again we are going to have to change direction. We want a point, so remember we need to hold Option, click in the center of that point, drag, okay, and then we go back to the very beginning, and you can see that that circle appears underneath the pen tool. We know now that that's going to close our path, so we can go click and we can still drag it, okay, because it's a curve. We need to keep that curve going. Okay, so what we can do is we can now, once we're finished, we can hold Command, click the white. Okay, now we just might want to go and fix up some of those handles, so we can go into those original points and just drag them out. Okay. Anything else there that looks a bit dodgy? No, they're all looking pretty good. Okay, so again, hold Command and click away. So that is our path tool. Now you will probably need to re-look at this again, okay, because it does get a little bit complex, okay, but it's just a matter of practicing, and then you guys will be able to apply that knowledge into recreating vector artwork for your own patterns, okay. The fourth one, I'm not going to go through that. That's what the final character was. As you can see, you've created the antennas, you've created the mouth, and the actual mouth shape as well. So you don't need to create that though. All we were really doing was looking at our shapes, our teeth, our antennas, and our mouth. Okay, so good job guys, and a bit more practice of that and you'll be experts. Okay, thanks, bye.